Hey, what's going on, guys? Justin here from OGN. Today we're talking DLC. I'm just going to go over everything in the Killzone Shadowfall Season Pass, and at the end of the video, I'll give my opinion on it, whether I think it's worth buying or not. So the Killzone Shadowfall Season Pass is $19.99. Now, I'm going to go over everything in detail in a minute that comes with this Season Pass, but just to give you an idea, the three major packs that come with the Season Pass. One is the Intercept Online Co-op expansion, which is currently $9.99. This is US dollars, by the way. The other pack is the Insurgent pack, which is also $9.99. And then the final pack is the 10th Anniversary expansion pack, which is again $9.99. So overall, you're paying $19.99 for $29.97 worth of content. So you're basically like saving $10. Let's go. I'm going to go into a little more detail on exactly what comes with this pass. So as I said, you have three main expansions in the Season Pass. You have the Intercept Co-op expansion, the Insurgent expansion, and the 10th Anniversary expansion. But there is also some exclusive DLC to the Season Pass. One being the Digital Automatic Skin. Now, Digital Automatic Skin, you can use this, actually any Automatic Skin, you can use in multiplayer, co-op, and the actual campaign itself. Now, the other piece of exclusive DLC that comes with the Season Pass is the Face in the Dirt Spotlight move. Now, I'm going to showcase the success of that move and the fail of that move. Now, the first expansion pack that is included in the Season Pass is the Intercept Online Co-op DLC. It is 1 to 4 player online co-op. Basically, you have 3 control points in the map. It's basically like capture and hold for multiplayer. You have 3 capture and hold points. They're called uplinks, and you need to capture those uplinks and hold them to gain overall mission points. When you gain a certain amount, there's different game modes. Some are only 1,000, some are 3,000, some are 10,000. Once you hit that mark, your team wins. Long story short, basically, if you have 2 capture and hold points active at a time, you will continue to gain points. And if you only have 1, let's say, 1 is neutral or the enemy has 2, you'll start to lose your points and it'll start to deduct from your overall mission points. Now, any personal points you gain, as far as getting kills, anything like that, it will add up to your own personal points. You can go to the bank and you can bank those points, which count towards your overall mission points. And you can also get in-game bonuses as far as jetpacks, miniguns, mortar strikes, resupplies, free respawns, all that sorts of good stuff, double damage. That's pretty much Intercept in a nutshell. I have other videos on my channel where I dive a little deeper into it. I talk about exactly how co-op works, every little detail. I show all 10 co-op maps. I talk about the Assault class, the Scout class. I go into depth on the Tactician, how to play the Medic. Now, I go into all that stuff, but in a nutshell, that's basically the co-op DLC. Now, Intercept has 10 maps you can play on. The Highway, the DMZ, the Outpost, the Market, the Containment City, Checkpoint, the ATAC Tower, the Canal, the Weapons Facility, and finally, the Academy. Now, the next big expansion in the Season Pass is the Insurgent expansion pack. Now, the Insurgent is a whole other class you can play as in multiplayer. Basically, the Insurgent starts off with just a pistol at the beginning of the game. It can be the Assault's LS-12 Ripper, it can be the Scout's Reiner, or it could be the support's Judas. Whichever one you like, it doesn't matter. You have them all available at the start. The attachments you have to unlock, but the basic weapon's there. Basically, what has to happen is when you kill an enemy, or when someone else kills an enemy, or if your own teammate dies or whatever, wherever you manage to find a weapon on the ground, you can pick that weapon up. Now, that's your weapon. So when you die, you'll respawn with that weapon. Your ammo won't replenish, but you'll be able to keep that gun. That's how you would go about getting your weapons. Now, to get your abilities, when you either kill an enemy or an enemy kills himself or whatever, if there's a dead enemy on the ground, you run up to him in time before he gets to respawn, you can have the opportunity to steal his abilities. Now, when you steal his abilities, you just hold triangle, and you'll take both your abilities, or if you just want to take one of the abilities, basically all you have to do is hold left or right on the D-pad to the corresponding ability you want. So let's say you stole an assault class's abilities, and you have, you know, let's say it's the nano shield and the speed dash. You kill a support, and you just want his spawn beacon. You can do that by just holding down the right D-pad. Now, another great feature of the Insurgent, and it can be really helpful, especially when you want to just cause chaos in the other team, is you can hack abilities. So let's say an enemy puts a turret down. If you manage to get behind that turret, you can hack it. You just have to hold triangle, and you will hack that, and it will become your turret. You can hack 3 turrets, 4 turrets, you can have 2 turrets and a spawn beacon and an e-pulse emitter, it doesn't matter. You can hack any amount of their automata, and you can hack pretty much anything they can put down. The only thing you really can't hack is, like, you know, guard drones, drone buddies, and the air support drones. But any piece of automata that's on the ground, you can totally hack and make it for your team. Now, if beating the campaign on hard was too easy for you, you're in luck, because in the Insurgent pack, they came out with a new campaign mode called Elite Mode. Basically, it's insane difficulty with 3 lives to beat the entire campaign. That's right, 3 lives. You can die 3 times, and you have to start all the way over from the beginning. And also, there is no checkpoints, so when you die, you have to start that whole level over again. Now, if you want to do it legit, go ahead and do it legit. I encourage it. It's pretty fun. It's super difficult, and it's a pain. If you're a trophy hunter and you just want to get it done, go check out my Like a Boss trophy guide, and I'll show you guys a little exploit on how to get that and make it a lot easier for you. Now, back to the multiplayer part of the DLC. You also get a Insurgent Automata skin, and you also get a Insurgent voice pack for both VSA and Helghast.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Shield active. Friendly air support drone inbound.
Another cool feature that the Insurgent pack has to offer is the online collectibles. Basically, the online collectibles is a golden crate hidden somewhere within the multiplayer maps. They're only in official Warzone, so they're only in, like, the Guerrilla-made ones. So, for example, TDM, Classic Warzone, Extended, and their weekly rotational. Basically, all you have to do is shoot it, melee it, hit it with a grenade, anyway, do damage with it, and you'll collect the online collectible. Now, they're completely random. Sometimes they're in the same place twice, but for the most part, there's no guides for them because they could be anywhere. Another feature that you get with this, if you find it, one of the bonuses, is a permanent speed boost for the whole game. It's not quite as fast as Speed Dash, but it's definitely an improvement over how fast you normally would run and walk. You also get a little fiery, kind of sparkly trail, wavy trail that kind of like follows you around as you run. That's, you know, lets everyone else in the lobby know that you're the person who found it. Which, I like it. Some people don't like it because it kind of gives them away. I don't think that's true. They're going to see you running anyway. Another bonus you get for finding it is 2,500 points to your in-game score. Help you achieve that first place position. Now, another bonus you get from finding the online collectibles is you can unlock player card icons. Everything from a player card icon for finding 1 online collectible, and the final player card icon for finding 500 online collectibles. Now, also included in this Insurgent expansion are 3 new spotlight moves: C4, head kick, and finger breaking. And I'm going to demonstrate the successes and the fails of all 3 of these spotlight moves. Also included in this pack is 3 new weapons and 3 new abilities. It's 1 weapon and 1 ability for each of the 3 existing classes: Assault, Support, and Scout. One class we're going to talk about is the Scout. Their new weapon is the STA-14 rifle. It's basically the equivalent of the Camarad. Now, the new Scout ability is the Guard Drone. Basically, it's like a buddy drone, except when you deploy it, it just stays in one position. Now, the Assault's new weapon is a sidearm, and it's the LS-12 SMG. It's basically an equivalent of like an Uzi.
Reloading. Cover me.
The Assault's new ability is an E-pulse emitter. Basically, it's like your stun blast, except it's an emitter. So every few seconds, it'll just pulse, and you can put it in a certain area to prevent any enemies from putting up any automata within that area. The Support's new weapon is a fan favorite from previous Killzone games, and is the M82 assault rifle. Basically, it's the only assault rifle for the Support class, and it basically has the equivalent stats of the M55 Rumbler. The new Support ability is a Tactical Echo emitter. It's the equivalent of the Tactical Echo for the Scout class. Basically, every few seconds, it will emit a Tactical Echo that will show any enemies through any walls or ceilings or floors, and it's actually quite helpful.
Frag out. Reloading.
Now, the next pack we're going to talk about that's included in the Season Pass is the 10th Anniversary Expansion Pack. It's basically aesthetics. Well, one of the first things we're going to take a look at is the new character skins, and that is the Honor Guard and the Special Forces character skins for both VSA and Helghast. Now, to match the Honor Guard and Special Forces character skins, there's also a Honor Guard Automata skin and a Special Forces Automata skin. There's also 2 new voice packs included in this pack for both VSA and Helghast. The first one we're going to look at is the Angry Veteran.
You'd think they would have invented a gun that you didn't have to reload by now. Shields. Bullets and shit since 2013. I must have fired 1 million bullets by now. Oh well, a few more. Fresh recruits yelling out, reloading during combat. Big mistake. Goodbye.
The next voice pack we're going to look at is the Dev voice pack, and it's all the developers from Guerrilla had got together and created their own voice pack for the game.
Air support drone cover available. I'm reloading. Spawn beacon active. Back out. Reloading.
Also included in this pack are 2 new player card icon packs, one being Weapons of Shadowfall, and the Identity pack. The final piece of content included in this pack are 7 new crosshairs. The first being Dot, Cross, Triangle, Faction, Heart, Skull, and last but not least, Smiley. Now, according to the description for the Season Pass on the store, there is some miscellaneous DLC included in the Season Pass. I'm pretty sure it's just a couple skin packs that you get. I'm not quite sure exactly which ones they are. Nowhere, I haven't been able to find it anywhere, and I have all the DLC bought anyway, so it's impossible for me to tell which, what it could be. My final thoughts on the season pass, my own opinion on it, and do I think it's worth the money? Yes, I do think it's worth the money. It's basically paying $20 for $30 worth of content, and you're definitely going to get your money's worth. Co-op is a really fun experience, especially when you have 4 people. It's best played when you get 4 of your friends who can sit down and play through it or grind out a couple of the maps. Experience a couple different game modes. There's like quick game, regular game, long. There's a hard mode. There's a boss mode. It's actually pretty fun. 2-player games. It's also like a recruiting thing where you can learn. But it's definitely worth it. And of course the Insurgent is really fun to play as. It changes up multiplayer. If you're getting sick of playing as the same, 3 classes, it's definitely a change of pace. Plus you get some new guns too. You get the M82 assault rifle, which for fans of Killzone series, it's definitely a fan favorite. It's a very fun weapon to use. A couple new abilities. And the stuff that's included in the 10th anniversary pack, that's aesthetics, Personally, I use the Angry Veteran voice pack. I think it's the best one by far. Always, cracks me up, cracks other people up when they hear my guy swearing at something. So, in my own opinion, yes, I do think the season pass is worth the money, and I do think it's worth buying. Expansion pack that is included in the season pass is the Intercept online co-op DLC. It is 1 to 4 player online co-op. Basically, you have 3 control points in the map. It's basically like capture and hold for multiplayer. There's 3 capture and hold points. They're called uplinks, and you need to capture those uplinks and hold them.